Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, parents. Here. So I was having a discussion, trying to figure out, okay, what is my next episode going to be? You know, what am I going to speak about next? And episode 5 is definitely going to touch on helping a single parent out. You know, I know we run into people and we run into places that like, how can I help you out? How can I, take some weight off your shoulders? And, how can I can show up in your life? I know you're doing this by yourself, and you running a single parent household by yourself. How can I lift the load? That's what I'm going to talk about. And anybody that want to help a single parent lift the load, anybody that want to help a single parent take the weight off their shoulders, I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Show up in a routine way. Show up in a routine way. I promise you that will help. And what I mean by the routine way, meaning, just out of the blue, I want to take their kids off their hands for like 4 hours. I'm going to give them a break. You pick them up, they trust me, they going to have them ready. You say 3, they ready at 2:50. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. There you go. Now, they already pre-planned what they're going to do for them next 4 hours. Trust me, they already pre-planned that. But the thing is, we don't know when the next 4 hours going to come again. The thing is, we don't know when Tuesday going to come again. See, the thing is, we don't know if you're going to show up in the way that you showed up today in the next couple of days or weeks or months, ahead of time. So when I say show up in a routine way, I'm meaning, okay, I know I can't do every weekend. And I know I can't do every other weekend. But I could at least do once every month. 4 hours once a month. Or maybe I could do 4 hours twice a month. Like routine, that's what I'm talking about. Like you coming back. You're going to do it again. But you don't know when you're going to do it again at that moment. Like it's not going to come. It's showing up in a routine way. That's what I mean about showing up in a routine way. Okay, see you next month on the 16th, 4 hours. Okay, got you. Okay, you say not this month. Okay, the other month, 2 months from now. Okay, on the 12th. Okay, got you. Bam. It could be 6 months. Okay, see you in 6 months. I take them for 10 hours for 6 months, or I take them for a whole weekend every 6 months. That's fine. You get them twice a year. I promise you. That single parent is going to appreciate you just a little bit more. A little bit more. Instead of them having to tell you where you should be. They already got enough on their plate trying to move things around. They got to move you around like a chess piece too. Nah. When we say show up in a way that you want to show up in our lives, show up in a routine way. Show up in a way where I know you will be here. I know that this is coming. I know I can pin you into my schedule. I know that what you do is not going to interrupt my single parent household. What you do, I know is not going to interrupt my routine, what I got, so I can raise these well-balanced children. Episode 5 is going to be bomb. I'm telling you. It's going to be bomb. So, if you got any ideas, or if you want to drop something too that you want to talk about on episode 5, or you want me to speak about on episode 5, DM me, drop it in the comments, whatever the case may be, just relating to this topic. Because I know a lot of people want to show up for single parents, but honestly, I don't think they really know how to. And how can they know if we don't tell them? How can somebody try to help you when you don't even tell them? Even if it's just saying show up in a way that you want to show up, and I'll see if it fits. I got enough on my plate trying to figure out where you fit. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to mix it or you're not. Either this is your season to help me or it's not. And we're not trying to be mean or anything like that and saying that single parents are not grateful for those things. Trust me, they're grateful. Even if it's 30 minutes, I promise you. Very grateful. But is it effective? Y'all have a good day.